1 Open Championship 2025 Round 1 Highlights, Leaders at Portrush. 2. The Open 2025, Fitzpatrick, Scheffler, McIlroy and Rahm battle for glory. 1 Open Championship 2025 Round 1 Highlights, Leaders at Portrush. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to be in the thick of a golfing legend's making? The 2025 Open Championship at Royal Portrush kicked off with a bang, leaving fans and players alike on the edge of their seats. 5 players are tied for the lead after round 1, a rare occurrence that hasn't happened since 1938 when 6 players shared the lead. Imagine the excitement on the course as a staggering 44 players are within just 4 shots of the lead, setting the stage for what could be one of the most unpredictable Opens in recent memory. But here's where it gets controversial. This diverse quintet of leaders, hailing from 5 different countries and boasting world rankings from 19th to 354th, has never been seen before in major championship history. Among them is Jacob Skov Olesen, a 26-year-old Dane who's making his professional debut at the Open. Olesen's been a top scorer on the DP World Tour this season, and his performance in the first round was nothing short of impressive. Haotong Li, who led by 2 strokes in the 2020 PGA Championship, is back in the lead after another major round. South African Christiaan Bezuidenhout has set a new personal record with his lowest career round in a major championship. Harris English, a slightly more accomplished pro, has broken his previous best at the Open with a personal career best score. Then we have Matt Fitzpatrick, a former US Open champion who's been struggling lately but seems to be finding his form again. Scottie Scheffler, currently the world number 1, has overcome his putting struggles on slower links surfaces, while Tyrrell Hatton, known for his success on links-style courses, is in the mix. Rory McIlroy, despite hitting just 2 fairways, is still in contention thanks to his exceptional putting skills. But let's not forget the seasoned veterans, Westwood, Phil Mickelson, and Sergio Garcia, all in their 40s and 50s, showed their experience with impressive scores. And what about defending champion Xander Schauffele? He's right in the thick of things, just 4 shots back. And this is the part most people miss. The afternoon half of the draw had a scoring average of 72.4, about 1.3 strokes lower than their counterparts. Could this give us a clue about who might emerge victorious? As we move into round 2, it's clear that anything can happen. Who do you think will come out on top? Join the conversation in the comments and share your predictions. Will experience triumph over youth, or will we see a new face rise to the top? The Open Championship is known for its surprises, and this year's tournament is shaping up to be no different. 2. The Open 2025, Fitzpatrick, Scheffler, McIlroy and Rahm battle for glory. Royal Portrush doesn't just host a championship, it forges a champion in the crucible of wind, rain, and unrelenting pressure. After a grueling opening day at the 2025 Open, the legendary course has drawn the battle lines, setting the stage for a weekend clash that could be one for the ages, ***. The first round saw the Northern Ireland Lynx unleash its full arsenal. The weather, in its typically fickle fashion, shifted constantly, ensuring that the 156-player field never had a moment to relax. While an impressive 31 competitors managed to finish their day in the red, the course refused to be truly conquered. No one could pull away from the pack, leaving a tantalizingly tight leaderboard with a 5-way tie at the top at a modest 4 under par. Sharing the lead is a fascinating mix of talent and experience. Matt Fitzpatrick, Harris English, Christiaan Bezuidenhout, Haotong Li, and Jacob Skov Olesen all masterfully navigated the challenge to post opening rounds of 67. For Fitzpatrick, this strong start feels like a narrative coming full circle. The Englishman burst onto the scene here as the low amateur back in 2013, creating massive expectations that, in this specific major, he has yet to fulfill. Despite becoming a major champion elsewhere, his best Open finish remains at T20, a statistic he seems determined to obliterate this year. Fitzpatrick arrived at Royal Portrush in peak form, and his play on Thursday reflected that confidence. He ignited his round with an eagle on the second hole and was a model of consistency from there, with his only blemish being a bogey on the third. Even when he found himself in trouble, his recovery game was nothing short of magical, highlighted by a spectacular slam-dunk chip-in for birdie on the 16th hole that sent a clear message to the field. But here's where the plot thickens. Lurking just behind this leading group are the three titans who were favored to win before a single ball was struck. Scottie Scheffler sits just one shot back at 3 under, while Rory McIlroy and Jon Rahm are poised to strike from 1 under, ensuring the leaders will be looking over their shoulders all day Friday. Scheffler's round was a masterclass in what makes him the world's #1 player. He spent most of the day grinding around par before erupting with a late flurry, carding birdies on 16 and 17 thanks to 2 of the most breathtaking iron shots of the day. While he uncharacteristically struggled to find the fairway off the tee, his approach play was simply sublime, making up for any errant drives. And this is the part most people miss: his putting was phenomenal. He ranked 16th in strokes gained on the greens, a massive development for a player who has historically been uncomfortable on the slower, trickier surfaces of links courses. If he has truly solved that puzzle, the rest of the field is in serious trouble. Rahm, meanwhile, showcased his veteran grit. He was steady through his front 9 before the weather turned, leading to a pair of bogeys that threatened to derail his day. Unfazed, he stabilized his round and clawed back a crucial birdie to get into red figures, keeping his dream of a first claret jug very much alive. His consistency in the Open is well documented, but he's still hunting for that coveted title of Champion Golfer of the Year. And then there is the emotional whirlwind that is Rory McIlroy. Playing in his home country, his round was the roller coaster everyone anticipated. He exorcised the demons of his 2019 opening hole disaster, where a quadruple bogey ended his tournament before it began. This time, a simple bogey on the first felt like a victory, shaking off the nerves. He then caught fire, soaring to 3 under and sending the home crowd into a frenzy. But just as quickly, a stumble of 3 bogeys in 4 holes brought him back to earth, and it looked as though the immense pressure might claim him again. Instead, he dug deep, finding a sensational birdie on 17 to finish the day under par. McIlroy's scorecard was a direct result of his driver. He hit only 3 of 14 fairways. When he got a fortunate lie in the rough, his talent produced birdies. When the ball settled down, he was left scrambling for par. But here's a point that's sure to spark debate: is McIlroy's incredible scrambling a display of a champion's heart and resilience, or is his wildness off the tee an unsustainable formula that's bound to implode over 72 holes? All 3 favorites successfully navigated the first-day minefield, avoiding the kind of catastrophic round that sent players like Bryson DeChambeau, 78, packing. They are all firmly in the hunt heading into Friday. A deeper look at the leaderboard asterisk. Asterisk tied for first, -4 among the leaders, Fitzpatrick and Harris English, playing without his regular caddy due to a visa issue, bring the most major championship pedigree. While Li has a past top 5 Open finish, he, Bezuidenhout, and Olesen will need to produce the kind of sustained excellence at a major that we haven't often seen from them to stay atop this star-studded board. Asterisk tied for 6th, -3. This group is led by the formidable Scheffler, whose odds to win have already shortened dramatically. He's joined by Tyrrell Hatton, a popular pick who is backing it up, and Matthew Jordan, who seems to make an annual appearance on the first page of the Open leaderboard. The most captivating story here, however, is Saddam Kaikanjana of Thailand, an ordained Buddhist monk whose calm demeanor is being put to the ultimate test. Asterisk tied for 10th, -2. Thursday was a brilliant day for the veterans. Lee Westwood and Justin Rose turned back the clock with superb 69s, and just behind them, legends like Phil Mickelson and Sergio Garcia also broke 70. This group also includes Ricky Fowler, who is capitalizing on a late entry into the field, and the 2023 champion golfer, Brian Harman. Asterisk tied for 20th, -1. Here we find McIlroy and Rahm, alongside the 2019 champion at this very course, Shane Lowry. All of them know they can play better, but they did the crucial work of staying close. To have the support of a country behind you is a wonderful feeling, McIlroy reflected. But at the same time, you don't want to let them down, so there's that bit of added pressure. With the leaderboard this congested and the unpredictable Irish weather always a factor, the 2025 Open Championship is perfectly poised. Who do you think has the mental fortitude and skill to separate themselves from the pack this weekend? Will one of the current leaders hold on, or is a charge from one of the lurking superstars inevitable? Share your bold predictions in the comments below.